So Udo's wife has been disinherited. You know what? Actually, since they both became of age, let's actually take a look here. So he's got pretty damn good stats here, and he's going to be married to somebody that's strong, so he has the chance of actually pumping out strong children. His stats are okay, but his stewardship sucks. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay the course. I'm going to have Macedor here inherit, because these are the two stats that I want the most: diplomacy and stewardship. Okay, so I have a bastard son here, Zakan. We're gonna call you Zero, because that's exactly what you are. Let's go ahead and... Okay, so all of my family will hate me, and I'll lose 10 purity for doing this. I'd rather do it just so I can spread my dynasty a little bit more. You are 0, so let's trying to find somebody that's in his age range that doesn't have really shitty stats. How about this bastard right here? Let's go ahead and do that. Looks like I can imprison somebody, which is my bodyguard here. My chief general's wife. Let's not do that. What are you actually trying to do here? What is the plot? Holy shit, I can imprison a lot of people. So is there anybody here that's actually worth my time, that hates my guts? Alright, let's imprison you. Who was the other person? Okay, imprison you. I don't care about you. And Yalaharu. Yeah, sure. Put her in my prison too. Okay, so let's go into my prisoners here, and let's go visit all of their chambers. I think I've already done you. Yeah, okay, so visit your chambers. Since they hate my guts already, I can't actually recruit them, so we're just gonna sex them up. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. 3 different women at the same time. It's like a prison threesome. I think... Oh, she's my rival. She's my rival. I didn't realize I had so many rivals. She can... Which one are you? Are you my rival too? Yes, you are. Let's just keep them in my prison because I want them to start squeezing out some kids for me. Holy shit, man. We're really going to increase our children here because we keep having sex with all of our slaves. Where are you located? Can I imprison you? Oh, I can plot to kill you. Oh, wow. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Are they a rival? Intrigue. My plots. Alright, let's see who we've got here. Alright, I don't even need to actually pay anybody off. It's just going to be so overwhelmingly in my favor. Alright, my one prisoner is pregnant. Alright, they're all getting pregnant. And what is this? I have a unlanded son. That's fine. And I actually had a vassal that was still a Corsair, and it's not you. Or did I revoke all those titles? I think I revoked them all. Yeah, that's my son, or my brother. And you are Naathi and with the God of Harmony. Okay. Sounds good. We're making some pretty damn good money here. I mean, relatively speaking. We're saving up that cash. And I think at this point in time, since we have the extra money, let's just go ahead and build the fort right now. I always like to build those at least in the capital. And especially if I have contiguous land here that forms a duchy. I try to build forts in the other provinces that are a part of that duchy. Okay, so everybody wants to murder this guy. Okay, my prince, we have heard word from King's Landing that King Rhaegar Targaryen has held a grand council of the nobles of the Iron Throne. There he has apparently won their backing to launch an invasion of a foreign realm and is expected to launch one soon. Okay. Yeah, you better not molest my lands, fool. Even though you'd whoop our ass. Look at that. He's almost got 6,000 troops. It'll actually show us where he's planning on going to war next. I don't know why it's giving us that update, because we should be no concern of his whatsoever. Excellent. We eliminated one of my rivals that I got out of nowhere. I have no idea how she became my rival, but she did. She did. So one more problem out of my way. Alright, so we're getting this event again for the dragon, because he drank... Yeah, he drank wildfire. Why am I getting these? Okay, so there's 2 guys that did it. I don't really give a shit. No concern of mine. The Iron Throne has expanded. They own... Looks like both of these things. Both of these provinces down here. Driftmark... Yeah, and you guys own... What is that? Adadale. So I have a bastard son named Conde. Sure. We want these children to spread my line. Let's see if we can get another... Alright, let's have another bastard marry you. And speaking of which, since we have those prisoners, we could probably visit the Ones Chambers again. Bow chicka bow wow. That's right, man. It's like Snatch on Demand down there in the prisons. Who are you? Oh, okay, so you're my son's new person. Special character actions are available. Call... Okay. I don't want to call any of them for trial. They're going to sit in my dungeons. Because I'm a raper. And it needs to happen. Can I visit her chambers? I cannot. I don't think I can do yours either. Can I? Nope. I just want a large family here. And I'm well on my way of actually getting it. Man, I have so many children. That is great. So we're still waiting on claim here on the Isle of Toads. I think after I conquer whatever duchy this is, these 3 islands, which is... What are you called, actually? We are the High Lordship of the 3 Snakes. I think that after I get this duchy here... I think I'll start focusing my attention maybe on the Summer Isles, because the Summer Isles aren't really doing dick over here. Parrot Shore has 2 provinces, and everybody else is just kind of chilling. I mean, I'm not really checking some of these islands. It could be possible that one of these, the owners of one of these islands, have come up here and conquered something, and it's the, of the same, under the same monarch. But I'm not going to sit there and go through all that. Alright, so looks like my daughter here needs to get married. Matrilineally, of course. So we have a 42-year-old strong man here. Let's go ahead and do that. Sounds good to me. Alright, jesters, minstrels, acrobats, and dancers all have gathered to perform at the festival. Inviting noises, tempting scents, and alluring sights. Tries to lure people to various stands, performers, and tents. A festival? Nobody told me, damn it! Burn it to the ground! Alright, actually, you know what? Speaking of which, we're in that range where we can actually do another summer feast. Or, excuse me, summer festival. So let's go ahead and do that. It's going to give us a little bit more prestige, and there's a chance of actually getting some decent events, like I got the Gregarious event before. And it looks like I'm kind of getting a little hosed here because I'm not seeing any kind of action from my court priest, right? Yeah, from my priest down here. He isn't proselytizing enough down here to actually convert this island. I don't really want him to hate us even more, but local revolt risk, let's go ahead that. I don't really care. It's only 1.5%. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, even if the church frowns upon jugglers and calls them gleemen, I enjoy their humorous and bawdy acts during the summer fair. So we can lose some prestige, or gain prestige, lose piety. Let's, I don't want to keep losing purity. Let's not do that. Let's go with the option to side with the church. I guess if you can even call it that in this game. Let's see, can I give my Lord Treasure? Yes, I can. Let's do that. Okay, so we get some prestige for the summer festival ending. Let's send some gifts to our people of the court here. Because once they actually like you, they actually do their job a little bit better. I think it actually cuts down on the mean times to happen. So here's my new bastage son. You know what? That's exactly what we're gonna call you. Bastage. Bastage. Well, let's go ahead and just legitimize him straight away and marry him off to somebody. I really don't want that lispy 1-year-old. Let's try you. So I'm pretty sure every single person in our family, yeah, they all hate our guts. Can I actually divorce her? Arrange a divorce for 45 gold, and all of her relatives will be insulted. Let's just go ahead and try to kill her off. My dear friend, I wish to give you some honor of sending my child. Okay, so it looks like my spy master here, Aluhuru, wants to send me his daughter under my wing. Sure. So we're gonna wait to see what the plot power actually becomes before I actually start paying people off, because I'm not really entirely convinced that we need to pay anybody. So Amija here can give us 19% more plot power, but since that's over 100, I think we's good to go. And there's really nothing over here that's of interest to me. I don't really care about the Valyrian blades right now, or the dragons, or the blood feuds, or even the white book, or some of these other things here. Not until we actually start getting up into the area where we can actually accumulate some of these things, like the Valyrian blades. Ah, Jesus. I've become stressed. Terrible. But I can change my focus. I think we're going to change it back to carousing, because I still want to accumulate as much prestige as I can, and we now need to get rid of stressed. So let's go ahead and start sending out those carousing invites again. Alright, so let's do all of my relatives, all of my vassals, and just everybody else for shits and giggles. Let's check out my prisoners. Okay, so rapey. Times 2. And times 3. Well, that's a really efficient way of actually getting children. But that's a kind of a way of cheating the system too, because once you actually have this, the ambition to have a son or a daughter, or have the 5 children, this is a really good way of actually accumulating a lot of kids. And if I set the education game rule to just normal, that would have sucked, man. I only really try to educate like the first couple of kids, the ones that actually really matter. But there's sometimes, you know, when you have like your 8th kid and they have like the most awesome stats and traits in the world, and then you need to educate them, and you're like, well, you're not going to play as them, but they're so great, I might as well. And it sucks when you don't have the money to do it because it's so expensive. So I'm glad I actually turned that down. I think it's a little excessive as is. I mean, as far as like the default option. So I'm kind of curious. Is this a ruin down? Okay, so both of these provinces are ruins. That's unfortunate. Because it would have been really nice to actually come over here and smash these guys in the face and then possibly come up here to whatever. I think there's a... Isn't there a region? Not a terrain. I thought there was a region tab on here. Okay, so I become friends with Eskender. Excellent. Okay, so it looks like Eluhuru has sabotaged the Isle of Toads. Fandiddly-tastic. Yeah, I would actually... Okay, so we have 30% chance of actually losing stress. And we do! So we're going to hard save right there. Hell yeah. I could have swore there was like a regions tab, map tab here, that would actually show me what some of the supra regions are, like there is in EU4, but apparently there is. Alright, so we got a claim here. We've got the money, we've got the prestige, we's going to war. Let's actually take a look at the Isle of Toads just real quick. So he's got 654 troops here, which is pretty piddly. And you only have the non-aggression pact. Let's actually take a look at your neighbors real quick, because I want to make sure... One holding, and you have... Okay, they both have pretty shitty amounts of troops here. What is this one called? Isle of Vines. Okay, let's switch our Justiciar over here to Talon. And then we'll have you come over here and sabotage that province while we're at it. And then... Dun dun dun! Time to get crushed. Alright. Got a whole lot of troops here. Let's go ahead and raise all of our troops. I probably could have been paying attention a little bit more to whether or not we needed to raise our vassals' ship levies, but I think we'll be alright. Let's... Okay, so put you on the ships and have you walk over. So what we're going to do is we're just going to consolidate our forces here. Let's take a look at our situation. So we don't have any siege commanders. I think I want Rudo leading, and then we'll have the rest of you guys lead the flanks. Sounds good to me. Alright, so let's come over here to, what is it, Eastern Basilisk Sea, and plop your asses down right there. Where is this guy? That's actually a pretty good question. Let's take a look. Oh, there he is. Okay, so he was out raiding. That's right, I had a plot here to kill my wife. So he lands his troops, he automatically gets smashed in the face. That's right, bitch. Get out of my land. Mine. Well, I think we're gonna... so we succeed in the plot to kill our wife. Just a small private funeral, please. And we were not complicit in that plot. Let's marry our ruler off here. So we've got a 9-year-old strong child. You know what? Since we have such an overwhelming amount of children here, let's just go ahead and do it. I'm 36. I'm probably going to live till she actually comes of age. So, yes. Make us strong babies. And that we'll keep our ships there. It's funny too because since he set his troops on to raid when he actually retreated to the Isle of Vines here, he should have gotten an opinion malice from these guys for actually raiding their islands. So Isingodo, that's not going to do. We're going to have you be Zaxos. Let's go ahead and legitimize him too. Boy, we're running out of options here. Okay, you can marry Ja. It probably would have been in my better interest not to actually raise my vassal's levy here because I'm taking some pretty nasty attrition. Okay, so my niece, let's have her become patient. Sell that holding. Come on, let's just get this done and over with, please. Thank you. Alright, so we get some pretty outstanding prisoners here, including the guy that owned it. So let's take a look at our intrigue here. Let's ransom off all prisoners, which is just going to be the one guy. Okay, so he's going to pay for himself. Excellent. And then we are going to offer that peace. Alright, send my ships over here so we can stand them down appropriately. And we actually have some new female prisoners. Alright, stand you guys down. Let's take a look at our prisoners here. I already visited your chambers. Looks like I already visited you. And you. Yeah, buddy. Go ahead and visit them all. Oh, this is great. This is such an efficient way of getting children. And they're all female. And unfortunately, I can't marry them off to anybody, right? Yeah. I can enslave them, but that doesn't really do me any good. And none of you guys actually have, like, traits that are worth my time. So I'm just banging you all for the hell of it. Works for me. So I lose 50 purity. I think it's because I'm cruel. And I have prisoners. I can't stop thinking of all the prisoners in my dungeon. They are at my complete mercy. What a thrill it would be to hurt them. To hear their sweet screams. To see the panic in their eyes. Love it. Let's do it. It's terrible that I have to lose even more purity for that, but, you know, oh well. Let's see here. Are your kids married off? He died. You're married. Okay, you died, that's right. Can we marry... Let's see, arrange a betrothal. 5-year-old here. Let's go ahead and do that. They won't say no, or they won't say yes, okay. Very well. Alright, so our prisoners are getting pregnant again. Wow, I'm an evil bastard. So much for being peaceful. I'm pacifistic, but in only so many ways. So my Lord Treasurer has led a group of smugglers. Dude, what the fuck are you doing here? I'm about ready to replace you. Actually, where is my Lord Treasurer? Do I have somebody better? I do not. I could hire somebody. Let's actually explore that option real quick. Somebody here that's good with coin. Let's take a look here. So he's terrible. We'll just put him in my court, I guess. I guess it's better to have more... I don't want to send them away because I think it's better to have more people of the Naathi culture since there's so few of them at the very beginning of the game. Okay, so Isoto has died. Was that actually one of my... Okay, that was my commander. Just a small private funeral will suffice. I'm sure I have somebody here to replace him with. Looks like I have my brother here who has... Oh, that's unfortunate. We actually need to hire another courtier. So we're just going to have to do without the extra commander at the moment. Oh, I can actually do another bodyguard too. I'm going to actually wait until I have the option of recording another courtier. I'll make that person my bodyguard too. So Goldenhead here is doing pretty well, which is not good for us because if I want the option of actually coming over here and stomping his face in, he's going to be even stronger. Alright, so it looks like my son can get married. Let's do it. Give us the money. 25 gold. I'll take it. So after we get the claim on Talon here, I'll have the de jure claim here on the Isle of Vines. And if it happens soon enough, he has no heirs, so it'll automatically default to me once he dies. Excellent. And then after I take over this duchy here, I'm going to concentrate on Lizard Head. We're going to focus on the southwestern portion of this area here. I guess technically the southeastern portion of the Summer Isles. Okay, so Uluhuruhu needs to be compensated. Let's give him some cash. Fine and dandy. Okay, so is this one of my bastards? Yeah, let's go ahead and legitimize him too. And marry him off. He is lispy and attractive, and he's a sickly baby. It's not good. Let them rot. I'll go and visit your chambers here in a little while. Yeah, please save my bastard son, please. Let's... What is this tiny slave camp? So we get tax income, less garrison size, and their light infantry morale takes a hit. You know, instead of getting patrol posts... No, we should probably do that because it gives us that little bit of garrison. I think that would probably be better. Alright, let's get a new sellsword. He is excellent. Alright, so he's my new commander. He's probably even better than my chief general. Let's take a look who that person is. He is indeed. So we'll do that. Have you train some troops. And we'll get a new commander here, which will be my bodyguard here. And I can get another bodyguard, apparently. Okay. I can't do actually any handmaidens, can I? I don't think I can. No. And then I think it said my spy master here was out of work. Let's go ahead and actually sabotage these guys. I want them to kind of like slow their roll a little bit, so they don't become massive. Oh, so he actually is not sickly anymore. Sounds good to me. I received word that you're almost immediately. I've been trying to sabotage my province. So he imprisoned my guy here. Okay, so I get some levy and reinforcement rate. That's actually... I can't do anything. So Uluhuru... I can't declare war on this guy. I can't plot to get him out. Is that even an option here? It's very low. Alright, so it looks like I'm just going to have to replace my spy master. Which I have my brother here. We're going to have him go back and doing the same thing. Because fuck those guys. Yeah, you can stick it up your ass, Golden Head. You bastard. Look at this guy. You want to arrest my spy master? You want to arrest my bestie, my best friend? Well, we'll see about that. I'm coming for you next there, buddy boy. Interesting. So the smuggler's ring has been destroyed due to my diplomatic skill. In the vanilla game, I'm pretty sure it's relegated to your martial skill. My heart missed a beat when I saw Chataya emerge from the dungeons covered in grime with a bloody knife in her hand. So she becomes cruel. Okay. Well, let's take a look at our prisoners here. I'm sure we can have a little sexy time. Let's do that. My God. It's like a prison porno here. Do it. We're like the Freys, man. That's exactly who we are. I'm Walder Frey. I'm gonna have a nation of my own bloodline. I think that's what we should rename ourselves to. It shouldn't be Quaetius. I'm gonna change it to something else because our first monarch here is really pumping out these kids. Because we just keep having sex with all of our prisoners. And I keep legitimizing them. Alright, so it looks like my Lord Treasurer, who hasn't been doing his job, wants some money. Okay, so he can gain pay 9.4 ducats, gain 40 prestige. Dubaku is given a new house and name. Oh, that's right, because he is lowborn. Yeah, sure, dude. Let's make you a noble house. Okay, so my Lord Treasurer, because I did that, he needs to be set again. Can I ransom my prisoners? Wait, what is this? Yeah. Just go ahead and ransom them. We don't actually need to employ a new courtier, so we'll just take that off. And I'm gonna assume, since we looked at our prisoners here, none of them have the option to actually ransom, that it's not gonna happen. And you're almost of age. So Zonda, you're still in my prison. It's actually... Oh, we can sell them into slavery. One of your prisoners, Zonda of Death Isle, what the fuck, isn't doing you much good in your dungeons. Nobody would miss her if she were to disappear. Perhaps you could get a bit of quick cash for your troubles. I like that option. Okay, one of your prisoners, Zonda of Death Isle, isn't doing... Oh, okay, sorry, I already read that. Prince Conde, the selling of slaves is not legal in Naath, and if I'm caught, may have some consequences. Let's go ahead and just do it. Let's see what happens. Okay, you take Zonda of Death Isle, of Axe Isle, in chains to meet with a man by the name of Kraz, a wealthy slaver from Gadhis. He carefully inspects Zonda for over an hour before finally turning to you and spitting in your face. Are you trying to rob me? He demands. This one is not even worth the time it took to speak with you. I cannot buy her. But she's only 22. What the hell? She's in good shape. Is it because she's carrying my kid? Maybe that's why. Can I sell you into slavery? Yeah, let's go ahead and try that. Same opinion. Okay. Okay, so my new spy master has successfully sabotaged Golden Heart. I want to sell them. Let's try to make some money. Intrigue. Upon using a smuggled in rope, Zonda almost managed to escape from custody. In the oubliette you go there, honey. Who else? Oh, we could try selling you. Man. Nobody's buying my slaves. Alright, finally. Looks like that. You have decided that your prisoner, Abraya, shall be sold into slavery. As she will not have much use as a slave, you could only find a minor slave trader at the market to take her on. And she's a lunatic. So we get 5 gold, a 66% chance that I'm discovered for doing it. Let's go ahead and do it. Selling Abraya into slavery would always seem a questionable action. This is why you tried to keep it as discreet as possible. However, word soon spread that Abraya was on a ship bound for Axe Isle and that you were responsible. Your subjects view this as illegal and objectionable. Oh, I took a massive prestige and purity hit. Jesus, look at my purity. It's going to be minus 500 now. And I'm going to get some tyranny points. Well, maybe we shouldn't do that after all, now that I know that. Although, I should feel lucky. That is the first time that I did it. Okay, so my spy master, he's been sabotaging the hell out of this area. He sabotaged it at least, like, what, 3 times? So he's got revolt risk, local build time, malice, and siege defense. Wow, okay. That's right, I forgot I actually took on the carousing focus, so let's actually go ahead and do that. Start carousing. Let's send out the invites here to all of my relatives, all of my vassals, and all of my subjects here. And then looks like I've got a daughter here who is one of my bastards. Let's go ahead and just legitimize her too. Let's legitimize them all. I absolutely, positively want my family to be very prominent here. So you're 0 years old. There's a... Alright, so we got a bastard here. Let's go ahead and do that. Looks like our patrol posts have finished building. I think I'm going to call it an episode here, folks. Next episode, what we're hoping to do here is to get our claim on Talon, and then we'll automatically have the ability to form this duchy here, and then we'll have a de jure claim on the Isle of Vines. Afterwards, we are going to put our Justiciar over here to Lizard Head, fabricate a claim, take this little island over, and then work our way on this duchy once again. Because I think after we have this second duchy... Actually, I'm going to take a look here. The Kingdom of the Basilisk Isles. Okay. So in order for me to actually claim this kingdom tile, I will need to conquer the other 3 Corsair islands here, which are... Eastern Isles. So which one are the Eastern Isles? What is your duchy? So 3 snakes include... Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. I'm looking at the wrong island. So actually we need this one. Not this one. So we actually need to conquer all of the rest of these islands to actually get the kingdom title of the Basilisk Isles. The 4th duchy here looks like it's on the Isle of Tears, right? Yes. So the Isle of Tears is a county and a duchy. And until we have 1,000 gold to actually colonize this area, there's not a damn thing we can do about it. So the only other option is to actually take over the rest of this stuff. So we might not actually concentrate on the Summer Isles, even though I would like to start getting a little bit of a beachhead here, because I don't want these guys, you know, consolidating their power and getting bigger to the point where I'm not going to be able to handle them, or like they're going to just be a threat and that I'm going to actually have to take them out. But we're going to have to explore that in upcoming later episodes. For now, I'm signing off. Have a good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Please join me again for the next. And I guess I will see you later. Take care and have a good night.